No,
Waterman.
No. You just made a total bullshit claim, and I'm a flat earther who can't find an ice wall. So fucking tell me about it.
Yeah, we're in a second, dude.
Free Dan.
Before we go there, I just want to say that the AE map was always erroneous. We all knew that. Gleason himself put this forth in his own book, if you bothered to read it. We know the distances in the south are stretched out and inaccurate, but this is the point. There's no map that's actually to scale that represents the ground to scale proportionally.
Right.
Australia was all the fuck stretched out, dude. And it's a perfect example. That's why the
nothing to do
Globe has
with the
always
path
used
to the
Australia
sun.
as an example of why that map is so flawed, right? But we already knew this.
But that has nothing to do with our real path of the sun or what you and I can go see outside. Let's go talk about what you and I can go see outside. We know how the AE was created, so it can't physically be correct because it wasn't created that way.
Well, I want to touch on, just let me touch on something here that Dan said that's just kind of like he's not wrong in what he said, but it's just not fully accurate. So when you say that maps are derived from the globe, you're talking about the spherical graticule, which is your angle to stars. So that spherical limit of vision is translated to the ground. So whenever anybody says that, well, this is created from the globe, you're right. It's created from a globe in the sky, not the globe in the ground, to be very specific. So every map is a coordinate system transformed from the spherical vision that we have in the sky to the ground.
Why did you include the sky? Why did you include that in the conversation?
Well, that's because when you say that maps are derived from the globe, the only place you see curvature is in the sky.
The AE map, not maps are divided. Not maps. The AE map is derived from the globe, not maps.
It's derived from the spherical. It's derived from the same spherical graticule that creates all maps. They're all coordinate system transforms. You could turn the thing into a fucking cube and navigate properly.
But
the shape of the map doesn't matter.
All maps don't have shape. They're flat, so I'm confused.
Yeah, correct. Like I said, you could turn the thing into a cubical coordinate system and still navigate properly.
No, you can't. I could wrap continental America around the world. There is a real size and shape to continents. So just because there's a coordinate transform doesn't mean that all of a sudden there is no true one.
No, yeah, you're talking about size and shapes of continents. That doesn't matter. We're talking about one position and navigating. That's what maps are for. They don't tell you the shape of size of continents. They tell you how to navigate from one place to another and use positions in the sky.
Is that in defense of the Gleason? Is that in defense of the Flat Earth Gleason by any chance?
No, not specifically. It's just trying to elucidate how maps are created and how you can turn a map into a different coordinate system and interpret the sky differently, but still be able to navigate. Like, for example, you got the Gleason's map, and then you've got other projections. Those are all derived from the same observations of the sky. They're just put onto different maps.
We're talking about the ground here.
Yeah.
Observations and measurements of the ground. Why are you talking about the sky? Do you think the Gleason maps the real layout of the world with the ice ring around the world?
I can't say that I don't know, but gun to my head, that's the one I'm using. But like I said, you can use multiple different maps and be able to navigate correctly because
do you think there's any chance in the world Antarctica measures a fucking circumference around the entire world, dwarfing every other landmass? Is that something you're still unsure about?
Nope, I'm sure that is the case, dude.
Because that's what Dan's talking about. And diverting to this whole, it could be used for this or that, and then shift your eye to the sky and avoid the stark reality of the ground that Dan's talking about. That was my whole point in speaking. Thank you.
So
it is what it is. Usually everyone has to say that when he finishes.
Dan wasn't talking about the ground. Dan was talking about lights in the sky because he was talking about TFE and how that debunked the
bullshit. I never mentioned TFE, you piece of shit. Wait, what kind of piece of shit needs to accuse me of that? You fucking accuser. You fucking twisted my words around.
Dan, relax, man.
I never mentioned TFE, you piece of shit.
Then what debunked the Gleason map?
Look, I'm going to start moderating a little bit harsher in here. We need a little bit of decorum. I'm not asking for a lot, just a little.
Oh, you're a fucking mod now. Jesus Christ.
I don't need to be accused of shit I didn't say, right?
What debunked the Gleason then?
It never was a model. If you listen to what I had said, is the maps,
You said it got debunked.
the accurate maps that we call AE, because they are accurate as any map, are not models. We never had the model to suggest that that's accurate. There is no ice wall to verify that. There is no path of the sun to verify that. So there is no way to verify it beyond mapping. It's just a map. It's not a model. So be careful what we're talking about. If you're talking about a model, you're going to need something else.
Then what debunked it?
The liars that denied the existence of the South.
Good. This is why I don't rely
so now
on my sites.
South, meaning TFE.
No.
Okay. Run in circles, Dan.
No, bullshit. Wait, which cunt is this? Which cunt is this? Because I have plenty of history of these fuckers trying to throw me out since 2019 for bringing regular math forward. I've spoken to every one of these fuckers, and they've told me they're going to get rid of me for telling the truth. And now you're thinking it has to do with TFE? Because I've been bitching for years that Flat Earth won't tell the truth about anything. Sorry, man. I'm sorry that you need it to be TFE. Right? I'm sorry. But the real problem is Duffy hated that they were using the Bible for Flat Earth. And guess what? That's all he's got now.
So now it's about Duffy.
That's all he's got left now.
Running in circles, dude.
That's all he's got.
You keep stepping on your own toes. It's sad, man.
And that is the primary source, bro. And it's not just the Bible.
Flower Man. Flower Man.
Hold on,
Talk
dude.
to me.
Hold on, bro.
Talk to me,
bro,
though.
Hold on.
Tell me your position.
Yo, listen.
Dude, you still haven't shown me the ice wall. So let me talk to fucking Fresh Flowers.
Hold on, dude.
Because you just went silent.
Hold on, dude.
You're silent.
Shut the fuck up.
You have nothing to offer.
Listen, dude. I'm not trying to lose my temper, but you're not
Don't
letting
tell me
anybody
about
else
the
talk.
fucking ice
You
wall,
want to
then.
run the fucking room all day, dude.
Don't
like
tell
you
me
did the
about
other
the
night.
fucking ice wall.
Bro, just shut the fuck up, dude. Can you
Fucking show it. Go show it.
I'm so happy I'm not a mod anymore.
Get
dude.
off your ass.
Yo, listen.
Flowers, what's your position?
Ubiquitously across the map, right? Whether it was the Greeks, right? The Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Egyptians, the Hebrews, the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Inca, the Navajo, right? In Jain cosmology, Buddhist cosmology, Chinese cosmology, Japanese cosmology, Norse cosmology, Celtic cosmology. Guess what model they had, dude? It wasn't the fucking duopole, I'll tell you that. And it wasn't the fucking globe until Aristophanes. You had what they believed was an enclosed system around a circle, the circle of the earth. That's what they believed in. Way before Alex Gleason or any of these New World Order people that came out now. Depicting the
belief
earth.
really an important part of this conversation?
Yes, it is. Everything requires confidence. You acquire confidence through observation. Do you not?
I asked you to make me believe you about the ice wall. Will you get back to me?
I'm not talking about the ice wall, dude.
Will you get back to me one day about that? Because you said it.
I got you right here.
I'm begging you. I'm fucking begging you to get real, dude.
Fine. David Wardlaw Scott, right? And there's many navigators and captains that traveled the seven seas. It says here. So it is in this world of ours, from the extreme south, we can sail from east to west, or from west to east around it, but we cannot sail from north to south, right? There's no circumnavigating the globe, Dan, or from south to north, for we cannot break through intervening lands, nor pass the impenetrable ramparts of ice and rocks which enclose the great southern circumference, unquote.
Okay, so in real life, there is an ice shelf that's 300 miles long, and you don't have anything else to offer me. That's it. 300 miles is not 24901.
Dude, just because people can land on Antarctica doesn't mean ice wall all of a sudden debunked, Brainiac, right? Has anybody actually ventured off more than 82 degrees south, dude? Has anybody gone all the way down to and circumnavigated across Antarctica? Show me, Dan.
I didn't say they did.
So there's no debunking, dude.
No, there is no ice wall.
You have not falsified it.
It's made up based on the AE projection. Do you understand that?
Bro, this goes
there
back
is no
hundreds and thousands of years, bro. This concept
there is
of
no
a
ice
barrier
wall holding in the oceans. There is no ice wall holding in the oceans. Sorry.
Okay, even when you look at maps, elevation maps, contour maps of the entire Earth, right, from satellites.
You did hear me, right?
That
you have an argument based on what I'm telling you?
Yeah, you keep asserting things with no evidence. You're saying it's been debunked, it's been falsified. Where is the evidence, man?
Holding in the oceans. There is no dome above, and you're doing nothing to show me that there is.
Dude, I'm reading here captains and their testimony of traveling and noticing that there is a barrier, a rampart of ice that surrounds the Great Southern Circumference. Why do they call it the Great Southern Circumference? Because it's larger than the northern circumference of the Earth.
If that
and this
were
is
true,
the case, dude. It says here, having seen that the diameter of the Earth's surface, taking the distance from Auckland in New Zealand to Sydney, and thence to the Cape of Good Hope as a datum arc is 7,440 statute miles. That means they're doing the measurements, Dan, and consistently the globe projection.
You just said 7,000 miles.
Yeah, we can break it down. We can look at the map. But they've done the distances. They traveled the 7 seas, bro, and consistently they noticed that the miles that were predicted in the south consistently were off, dude. We're off.
We were told, we're told that Captain Cook took 3 years to go 55,000 miles around the path you're talking about. That's what we were told. It's not true. It's not why he took 3 years, and it's not the path he took. So we were lied to initially in our belief that it has been observed, that it has been traveled. It hasn't. And the race down south that they do with the yachts shows that you can go around Antarctica and come back. So you're baffled.
Okay, listen, dude. I'm not talking about Captain Cook, bro. Right? There's other navigators.
The rest of the world does.
A whole list of them, dude. And it says here, upon the principle as taught by Scripture and common observation that the world is not a planet, but consists of vast masses of land stretched out upon level seas. The north being the center of the system, it is evident that the degrees of longitude will gradually increase in width the whole way from the north center to the icy boundary of the Great Southern Circumference.
Okay, so you have a book of value. What happens when it doesn't match terrain or history? What are you going to do with your book? Because I hear you, I feel you, I even like you, but I can't follow your book because I know it's just a book, and I've got like real world around me.
Listen, I'm not, dude. I'm not even bringing up the Bible, bro.
Yes, you did.
You guys get tricked. No, I didn't. These are testimonies of actual guys who traveled the 7 seas, dude.
You said stories of history. Your stories are coming from the past, and I'm asking you to zoom up to today, because certainly anything you're saying could be verified today. But you're not doing that or asking anyone to do that or showing me that. When I mentioned the race that goes from France around Antarctica and back to France, just saying it doesn't exist is not enough anymore. Because that's what I did for 8 years. But guess what? They're probably not lying. They probably really do it. So everyone isn't lying.
So what about that race debunks the distances here? You
well,
think
they
that
go around.
you think
they go
it's
around something and come back. They don't circle the Earth.
So you think that the southern plane is symmetrical to the north? That the distances are the same?
I don't know what
Yeah.
that means. I don't know what that means at all.
So you think
Good
that the
Dan.
Tropic of Capricorn and the Tropic of Cancer are symmetrical? That the
I
Tropic
don't
of
know what that means
Capricorn, the
to me,
circumference
so I don't know.
isn't
I don't
bigger?
know how to answer that. I don't know what that means to you or me.
It's
Go
like the
ahead.
picture I posted.
I didn't say anything about symmetry, so I'm sorry.
That picture's trash.
The globe posits that the south is symmetrical to the north for the most part, right? So the tropics of latitude, their corresponding latitudes should be symmetrical. Do you not agree with that?
I don't know. The North and South seem to be like completely different with flora, fauna, wildlife, and everything. So the symmetry that you'd expect, or let's just say it's a magnetic field, it appears the North and South behave differently because of their unified direction. Even I don't know, but I would not say that there's that I could prove symmetry in any place. I wouldn't. I didn't say it.
Somebody else was trying to get in. I don't know who that was.
It was fucking Glory.
I'm not giving up, dude. I don't care, bro.
I know, so that's why I'm asking
That's
you.
not-
Show me that. Show me the ice wall, dude.
The
Sure.
the ice wall is. I don't have to see. I'm not like a materialist empiricist, Dan. Right? I don't rely purely on the scientific method to acquire knowledge. I know that some people, a lot of the Globers do, right? A lot of the atheist, agnostic people do. I don't live my life like that, Dan. Like I know Australia exists. I don't need to go to Australia to see it for myself and be like, oh yeah, now I can confirm Australia exists, dude. I don't live my life like that. I'm not a solipse to that extent.
Hey Dan, you were asking for evidence of the ice wall.
Okay, if you have it, that'd be great.
What's that?
Yes, sir. If you had it, that would be great.
So are you saying evidence that wraps around the entire world and contains the oceans?
I'm saying that the AE projection makes it appear like there's an ice wall around because of the northern perspective, and it just happened to lay Antarctica out in the big circle because it was the antipole. It was the opposite side.
Okay.
And it didn't know. It didn't have anything else to do with the information, but it doesn't make it a physical property of where we live.
So on the globe or on the two-pool map, if you're going around Antarctica east, what direction would you have to turn to go around it?
Left?
If you're going east on the two-pool map, you turn left.
I don't know what you mean by two-pole map, but I think to go east.
The two-pool map or the
If
globe?
I'm going south and I go down the west side, I go east to go around it. If I went down the east side, I'd go west to go around it.
No, so if you're going around Antarctica, like circumnavigating Antarctica okay, so wait, first of all, are you a glober?
It's simple. Is it a left or a right? Come on.
Okay.
That's
Are you a globe?
right?
Do you believe in the globe or are you a two-pool flat earther?
I don't use belief in these conversations, and when I have belief, it's subconscious, and I can't really.
Okay, what do you think the Earth is? Is it a globe or a flat Earth?
I'm questioning the physicality at all. I'm not.
Okay.
From what they say, we live somewhere between consciousness, like quantum mechanics, and I don't know what that means. No one does.
Yeah. So, on a globe to turn around, if you have Antarctica just at the bottom of it as a continent, in order to go around east, you have to turn left. You have to turn right the entire time. On the AE map or flat Earth map, you have to turn left the entire time. And one of the people who was racing in the south, with I forget what it's called, but the Antarctic sailboat races. I have a video. He said that you have
big G or something like a big G, they call it.
Yeah. He said you have to turn left the entire time. So that doesn't work on the globe. So that kind of proves that Antarctica is around the entire Earth. has an ice wall,
No, it doesn't.
or at least strong evidence.
No, it doesn't. They didn't
Okay,
cover
well,
enough
if you
mileage.
guys can
They
play with
didn't
it,
cover enough mileage for
I
that.
hopped in here just to show you this, but yeah, I
They
can't
come
really
back
say
where
very
they
long.
started. They didn't cover the 55,000 miles or any.
What are you talking about? The
2400
Vandy Globe race goes around the entirety of Antarctica.
Right, which isn't the size of the entirety of the Earth. Bingo, you win. By losing, you win because now you got clarity.
Okay,
The mileage
so you're
doesn't
trying to
match.
change it to
The
distance.
mileage doesn't match the AE map, does it?
Okay, we can talk about mileage and distance, but I'm talking
good.
about direction.
Okay.
So do you concede that doesn't work on the globe? Why are they turning left?
I'm not understanding. If you were to show me with a line and their path, I might understand what you're saying. But clearly,
Okay.
looking at the whatever messy map is on the screen here, that whatever you call this, what do you guys call this now? A dipole? Glory, what are you calling this fucking map?
Okay, well, I'm about to post something in the chat. Alright, there you go. You got globe projection, flat earth projection. See, on the globe, in order to go east, you have to turn right the entire time. And then on the flat earth, you turn left. And guess what? They always turn left.
Well, couldn't they just do that by dropping on the other side of Antarctica?
They were going
left
east
is
around it.
objective.
This is the route, the official route. They're going east around it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that.
All right. Well,
that's the
if they did that for the same number of miles that matched the circumference of the Earth, you would be totally nailing this.
Okay. Yeah, that's different, but do you concede that this does not work on the globe map?
I'm not looking to give you the word concede in anything I ever say. So no, I don't concede because I never made an assertion.
Well, then what's your rebuttal?
And I'm pretty sure you're falling way fucking short. Because just because they went in a direction, they have, and just as you can verify it, you can verify the mileage. You can verify the mileage, and you're not doing that.
Okay.
So first of all, they're going around
like,
something that
can't.
you can't go around on a flat Earth, and then they're recording mileage that doesn't match the flat Earth. And you're thinking it's an argument.
Okay,
You're
so
thinking
I've
it's
seen
an argument.
videos from the people who've gone there. I've seen videos where like their speedometer shows that they're going slower, but they're like going crazy fast. Do you know that there are ocean currents going in an easterly direction around Antarctica? And tell me how you verified the speed of the ocean currents.
I don't do those things.
Yeah. Okay. So now I just debunked your speed. So now both the speed
No, you
can work on
challenged
either.
it. You didn't debunk it. Don't use language to feel like a big shot. Okay? This is why flat earthers are full of shit. Because you go away thinking you crushed
Okay, chill, bro, and stop
you can
swearing.
formulate a question.
Stop swearing. You don't need to be so
English
triggered.
language and formulate a question. It doesn't make you talented or correct. Fuck. Get a grip.
You've been on Hollywood Boulevard too long with all that erraticism.
Watch your mouth, brother.
You have an opinion because you do so much.
Watch your mouth.
Maybe you should just go break up the table again.
Who sit here and
I do not engage with people who argue in bad faith and spiral like that.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should just go back to doing so. Like
talking. Do
put
something.
the glasses back on. Put the coat back on. Go break out the table.
Do something.
Get the Sharpies out. Draw on the poster board and do stuff.
All right, guys. Let's settle down. Everybody, settle down.
Right, because someone's afraid that someone might go do something. Fresh, what is your problem with Flat Earth Holiday?
Okay,
because I should
just
do it
showed
again.
you it's absolutely possible for the boats to go certain speeds and work on the distance to work on a flat Earth, and I'm showing you it's impossible for you to get the direction to work on a globe. Either globe is debunked
Here's what I know.
Or
Because
find
you
an
were
answer.
willing, dude, you were willing to use their data points. And now you're not. So you're
I
saying
just used their data points.
on one hand, you're willing to use their data sets, and on the other hand, you're not. So that is either called cherry picking or ignoring the facts. But you can't do both to me because I caught you doing that. On one hand, you're using them and their race stats as a matter of fact. And on the other hand, you're saying that it's not a matter of fact.
No, I'm saying it's impossible to verify the speed of the ocean currents precisely.
Okay, so you didn't debunk anything.
And I told you from their data, I've seen videos of them, like some of the people who like they post videos of while they're racing, and their speedometer show their speed that they are supposedly traveling is slower than what they are what they appear to be traveling, because like they're like racing super fast.
There's 3 speedometers on an airplane for this purpose, right? Right? Because there's air speed, there's wind speed, then there's the speed supposedly of the rotating Earth. Yeah, so you got a lot of different speeds. I'm sure you've overlooked that in what you're saying.
Why are you talking about airplanes, boy?
Because I'm trying to talk about relative speeds, and you got your head up your ass because you can't grasp that.
Yeah. So if your position is so. My position is so easily debunked, why are you
Did you really call me boy?
Why are you so triggered?
Did you really bother to call me
so
boy?
Much?
No, I want to address that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm used to calling.
But it's a tactic. It's a tactic.
I'm sorry for saying.
Put me down.
That was an accident. That was an accident. I'm used to calling certain people that because I call some of my brothers. It's a joke that we do sometimes.
All right, but do you understand that your arguments are halfway there? That I appreciate. I don't need to argue with you. I'm just pointing out that your arguments only go halfway.
Can you make the data of the directions work on a globe?
I don't know. I've never looked at that. I would have to look into that for you and with you.
It's very easy to comprehend.
Well, I have never done it before. I'm still asking you guys to show me an ice wall. Which is your claim.
I just showed that the AE map is the only viable thing. So go back to the drawing board and figure it out on the globe.
Your claim,
word salad. He's not a glober.
It's verifiable. It's verifiable.
And you're not proving your point in distances that he's pointing out by you calling him a glober. Yeah, so step up, word salad.
You could go show an ice wall. You could take the expedition in any way you wanted, whether by air, whether by series of different vehicles, or by one. But there's never been any attempt because it doesn't exist.
Wow. Okay, just Google the coastline of Antarctica.
Okay, it's 300 miles long. It's an ice shelf. There is no ice wall containing the oceans. Let me be clear by saying it again. There is no ice wall containing the oceans.
I think that Antarctica is around the entire Earth. Doesn't mean it's necessarily 200 feet of a wall the entire time. It doesn't have to be like that.
There isn't a circular container here.
Well, yeah, I showed that there was a circular container because
the only way you
have them turning left.
You have a language problem. You asserted that there was. You didn't show or prove anything, and you got to hear me say that. I don't need to yell at you. You're just not all the way there. You're taking a piece of something, and then you're speculating the rest, and you think that that's good enough. And I'm tired of flat Earth doing that. I'm tired of flat Earth doing that because they need to get better than that.
I'm showing you that it's only possible with the AE map, which has Antarctica containing the oceans around the entire Earth.
What is only possible?
Do you say flat earthers need to get better, Dan?
Yeah.
At what?
Because at speaking truths, because we get people's attention and we can point out direction. You know, we can point out the ludicrousness around us if we stay on point.
Okay. Well,
I have to get going.
You're going to say that maps are derived.
You should come back later once you have an explanation for the globe. I know for why they are going around, why they are turning left the entire time.
I
Have a good
was
day.
really trying to analyze it further, which you didn't, and you won't. What'd you say again, Angling? I missed it.
Oh no, I was just going to say about saying flat earthers should be better. I mean, I definitely kind of disagree with you that a lot of flat earthers need to up their level of argumentation a little bit. Not
How
trying to
about
say
being
that to be
honest? How about being
whatever.
honest instead of tactile? Because we
Well,
win
that's
being
another thing
tactile.
too.
We don't win
Yeah,
being
yeah.
honest. We win being tactile.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about deriving maps from the globe. You should be saying that they're derived from the spherical Radicule, because that's what it is. The globe doesn't exist. The only curvature we ever see is in the sky. That curvature is then translated to the ground through the spherical Radicule, which is what all maps are made out
Okay, but
from.
if I say those words, nobody will have any idea what I'm saying. Think about that.
Yeah, so maybe then you should get to understand them, and since you introduce them to people
Right,
at
so I
first,
can
and then it's a
confuse
slow
people with
burn,
the same wordage. You're smart. So you're so smart you think I should confuse people with that wordage too? Thanks. That's not
Well,
why I do flat earth to
So
confuse
it's not
people.
about being
Sorry.
honest. It's just about being easy to understand for you.
Well, there's nothing easy to understand about that. People can understand that the AE was created so you could see all of it at once, which you can't see from above. So they splayed it out, and the ice wall appeared because of that. Right? That's it. Nothing
I'm just
more
saying
to
be
say.
accurate. Because
Nothing
you're just, it's not fully accurate to say that the maps are derived from the globe. That's incorrect. That will confuse people into thinking that somehow the globe exists, when the reality is that the curvature comes from the spherical Radicule, which is the translation of angles to stars in the sky to your position.
That's pretty complicated. I'll never be able to say that.
Yeah, that was
And
impressive.
standing on a flat surface, you're seeing stars at an angle. You
Also,
see a sphere around
yeah,
you.
that's
Your
dumb.
spherical
So
point of vision.
research stars in a reticule, spherical, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I ain't going to need a big bumper sticker for this. Hang on. What am I going to tell people now? They reticule their sky so they can measure the... What? Where's the ice wall, dude? I'm just asking. Show me the ice wall you're claiming.
Around the
You
whole
are the
world.
person that needs to step up their game.
My foot hurts from kicking your ass.
My brain hurts from having heard you say the words that the Earth measures a sphere. I wouldn't be caught dead saying that.
Well, if you listened, you were there. They jammed me to say that over and over again, pressured me, then reset it and made me say it like that so you could repeat it like that. And this is why you guys are all just bad. You're being bad. It's negative. Just bad. You're being bad. It's negative energy. You're putting forth negative energy. You want me to be what you're afraid of. And I'm tired of everyone doing that. I'm not what you're afraid of. The truth is what you're afraid of.
Certainly not.
Okay, then let's talk about it, because certainly if there is an ice wall, I think we should go investigate that. We should go look into that. We should have someone prove that, because the next is the dome, and these are the flat earth claims that need to exist as realities for flat earth to be a flat earth. Right? Like, this is the effort that we're supposed to do, is like, hey, let's show them this ice wall. Because, see, me and my friends, we went and showed them line of sight. And we went all the way up to 35 miles and can still show line of sight. And we're not arguing about how much curvature. It's not like there was 5 feet or 3 feet or 2 inches or 9 inches. There's none. There's never any. So I know what it's like to go out and do the work. And I have it to show you. So I can't claim an ice wall, because I don't see that anywhere. I can't claim something.
Because you've got longevity in this community, and people still do respect you, but you're losing some of that respect.
Yeah, I don't have respect, and I don't have a team. So that's not nice of you to say, but I don't have the respect, and I don't have a team, because that was the only way I could gain respect, is by speaking for more than myself. Nobody gives a shit what I say. But I no longer have a team to go out and do anything. Because everyone's either left, died, afraid, or their spouse won't let them.
And have you ever asked anyone in here to go help do a measurement or something, whatever thing you're going to do?
Have you ever found anybody except Jesse to do anything on here? Wait, let's look.
It's not an answer to my question, Dan.
Oh, no, it is.
I've never heard you ask anyone.
Nobody here does anything but Jesse.
I've never heard you ask anyone like, hey, I'm going to go do this thing. I need help. Somebody to hold the thing or hit the thing. Never heard you ask that.
Oh, really? Because you know what you say, and you're about to get your ass kicked. Because you shut me down when I say we should do something, and you say there is no we. And you constantly, maybe 70 times, have shot me down in mid-conversation about what we might want to do. So you won't accept the word we. You fucking shut me down every time. You're being a piece of shit troll right now. And I don't appreciate it because you do it for fun. You do it for fun. That's what makes you a troll. And you shut me down every time and diminish me every time I say we. And now you're going, hey, have you ever looked for a we? What an asshole you are. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. Because when I asked for what we might do, you won't admit there is a we. And now you're like, you didn't ask us. Well, who the fuck is us? Who the fuck is us? Because suddenly there's an us because it's a.
Shut up, man. You come in here and monologue, cry like, just stop.
Free
dude.
Dan, free Dan.
No, man, he needs to just stop that. He can't just call me an asshole and just monologue the whole time, crying about shit that I never said. Like, it's fucking bullshit.
Actually, though, Dan has done a fair amount of long-distance photography stuff over water, and I actually do remember him trying to get a thing going where he and someone else were going to measure the zenith angle to a star from different distances at the same time. So I can remember him trying to get, organize efforts to find, measure reality.
Okay, well, let me just respond to there's all the lies he just said about me. If he's ever said we need to go do something, I agree with that. I wouldn't shut that down. That's fucking stupid. We do need to do something. A measurement, something needs to be done that we need to do. I agree. I would never shut that down. That's a fucking lie. That's a flat out lie. Go find a recording of you saying we need to go do something and me saying there is no we after you've said that. I only shut you down when you say we, when you say stupid shit like, whoa, we just learned how refraction worked. Or we did this, or we did. No, the fuck we didn't. There's no we in that. Learn how to use we. And don't get mad at me because you've never asked anyone in here to do something or help you with an experiment or anything. That's why you immediately asked me a question after I asked you that.
Chicken shit. Because you know exactly what you've done. I begged you not to do it. And you interrupt.
You're a liar. You're just lying.
No, how could I be?
You're a fucking liar. You're lying right now. I've never done that shit. Go get the recording.
So your suggestion is that I've never come here to talk about what we might want to do.
Go get the recording of me shutting you down when you said we need to do something.
Why, when you're saying us,
you are lying. You are lying. You are lying. Go get the evidence. You have no evidence of that.
Jeremy,
it's a fucking lie.
Can you qualify or explain to me the difference between we and us? Because you seem to not allow me a we, but now you're saying there's an us. So that's a big problem for me. Because no I'm now under your scrutiny as to whether or not I'm allowed to communicate. Because you're saying I don't talk to us, but when I talk to we, you say there is no we.
Hey, let's all settle down. It's all settled down.
He's just going to monologue, cry more, and not address the thing that's actually the lie.
I'm fucking nailing you to the wall. You chicken shit troll. You're a chicken shit troll who doesn't do anything. And you're asking me. You're asking me now to come in and go. Why don't?
Shut up! You're a little drama queen. Straight drama queen shit. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Everybody just settle down, all right? It's a Monday. Just another Matic Monday.
So what's up?
Can
I don't know. I
somebody
feel like
sum up? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're good. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, can somebody sum up what Dan is angry about?
Chicken shit stroll.
He was not angry. He was trying to but long story short, the ice wall around the Gleason map. He was questioning the validity of the ice wall, and he had a couple people try to engage him and giving him less than satisfactory results, and then it spiraled from there. So,
and he was also lying about things I've said in the past. He did that too.
Chicken shit troll.
The very passionate guy.
Great. Let's move on with the drama bullshit.
Wait, but haven't sailors in the 1700s or 1600s or some shit like that, haven't they stated they've gone around the wall and it's like 20,000 miles, they've circumnavigated it, and they never like found like an inland?
No, I mean the Globers have excuses for that.
No, but I'm saying, isn't like, would Dan accept that as some type of evidence that that Antarctica is like ice wall?
I don't know what his position is. He like wants evidence for the AE map, or if he wants evidence that like it's like ice wall. Like it obviously. Think about if you have just a small shoreline that goes inland. It doesn't have to be 200 feet. So obviously Antarctica isn't super high, but I think it still contains the oceans as well as the firmament. Because like you got the dome that touches down to the earth.
That's quite the claim.
Hey, there's evidence for it. Like if you've researched Operation Donomic, Operation Fishbowl.
That just has to do with you know, like that doesn't really mean that a dome touches the ground.
Well, if there's a dome above us, then it wouldn't it have to have a touchdown
There's
point?
lots of reasons things could explode in the sky, bro. It doesn't mean a dome is touching the ground.
No, it's not. It's not that they just exploded in the sky.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
that
you know what happened.
it impacted something.
Nice. Were you there?
And I can see videos of it.
Yeah, but they could just be exploding.
You can literally see its impacts, not just an explosion. An explosion goes evenly in all directions, not a bowl shaped, like an upside down bowl shape.
Okay, that proves the dome is touching the ground in Antarctica.
No.
No, that's what you said.
No. You do understand there's a difference between proof and evidence.
It's correlative to the model.
I think that there's evidence for the dome. You can't really prove it. I mean, I think there is a lot of strong evidence, like, for example, the southern stars and the northern stars look basically identical when you mirror them, like as I've been showing you. And so there'd have to be something they're reflecting off of, which would make sense if it's a reflective firmament, as the Bible describes.
The Bible.
Was that Dan?
I gotta go, guys.
The Bible literally
As the
describes
Bible
it.
describes,
Bye, Dan.
to him, gotta go.
The Bible says, "Hast thou not with him spread out the sky, which is strong and as a molten-looking glass." And if you look at the root word, that means mirror.
Yeah, but how do you trust the Jews that translated that Bible for you?
Well,
The flat earther on a globe, dude. That's the problem, isn't it?
Earth is a sphere.
It
Or a geoid.
measures and acts as such. I haven't personally.
I ask, what do you think?
It's obviously behaves as such, so it probably is.
All right, so that's what you
No,
think.
just say the full sentence. Say like, I think the Earth is a sphere.
I think
If
the
that-
Earth measures as a sphere. If physics are true and there is no supernatural and this isn't some sort of rendering I don't understand, it's a sphere. If it's physical,
So why do you call yourself a flat earther?
Because I have been. I think
If
the
that
Earth measures as a sphere.
What the ether is, and like already baked in assumptions, and the test itself, I have to watch the whole thing again to get an idea of what they're exactly doing, but I don't know. It's and
I
like
can
the
give
whole
you a
there's
quick rundown.
just
They
yeah.
took
I mean,
a,
you want to summarize it, but it's just I heard so many assumptions.
I'll give you a quick rundown. They took a convex lens, and they put it on a surface, two shining surfaces, and they shone light between it. Now that causes a ring. It's called a Newtonian ring, like I guess fringe pattern, if you want to call it, consecutive rings around each other. And when they put it higher, the rings expanded and contracted. So that's basically it.
When you say rings, is it like a rainbow or something? What?
No, like circles, pictures. If
Yeah,
you
but
look at the video, you'll see the first picture of it. It shows it. It's just like circles within circles within circles, like a circle getting bigger, and then another circle and another circle.
I'm gonna go actually watch the video.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what they're. It seems like they're looking for something ulterior to like the light itself, like to find like proof of the ether or whatever. Which I think that's like a straw man in a sense already, because the light is like the ether. It's like a part. It's like literally like a fractal of the ether showing itself to us in like our dimensional space, and the whole it's all the properties are etheric. So I don't know why they would claim like we're looking for a little deviation, that because if the ether is there, then there should be some little deviation. It's like, why should there? Where is that assumption coming from? I watched the whole video, but it's a lot of they're like mixing like Einsteinian, Newtonian, and like this idea like we're gonna find the ether, and it's gonna be an alternate, another part of reality, alongside all these other physics that we believe in. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget they believe in photon, right? So they're
Exactly.
yeah.
So it's I don't. I think they're operating for so many faulty like already like physics beliefs.
Oh yeah, of course they believe in the vacuum. They believe in the photon and so on and so forth. Yeah.
And they think gravity somehow like is like a different thing. So like they're like, let's get away from gravity to test this. It's like that's already another assumption that that's not part of the light phenomenon. You're so when they see light behaving differently farther from the Earth, then it's not that you're separating gravity from your experiment. You're just lessening that charge potential from the observation of the same kind of. You're just looking like a different frequency of the ether, and you're changing with the altitude the other charges that are affecting it.
Yeah, they're assuming that higher altitude is less gravitational potential. That's the exact words they use. So yeah, there's all this bull attached to it. Of course, this is another paradigm.
Yeah, I skimmed the video everywhere I stopped. I was just annoyed. Like, can you just get to the? I found the experiment part, but I couldn't find what they like claimed about the results, honestly. So I have to find it again.
Just look for the rings. It's all in the rings.
Yeah, I saw the rings. What does Newtonian claim those rings are caused by?
The ring, I think it's like a fringe pattern. When they shine the light through the lens, it bounces off the bottom plate and it forms rings. That's what basically it is.
Yeah. I just meant what is Newton's explanation for it?
Not sure about that. As a matter of fact, it's the first time I heard about this yesterday. Newton's rings. Has anybody ever heard of that before?
No, that's what I'm asking.
This is all new stuff. I'm not saying I believe it. I just found it out yesterday, and I thought I'd bring it to. I was thinking of the Aether boys actually. They're gonna freak out with this now, because it's the first actual, claimed proof. Claimed. Right? I'm not saying I believe it. Well, don't put me in on that.
I don't think Dyslow can give his opinion yet until Ken Wheeler does a response video on it.
Let's not pick on Dice. No, come on.
He did it first. He already picked on me today.
I'm curious when the Aether boys find out about this, what they're gonna say.
The day I stop picking on you, Q-Op, I think we could all be in fear of potentially the second coming of Christ or something.
I'm curious when the Aether boys find out about this, what they're gonna say.
The day I stop picking on you, Q-Op, I think we could all be in fear of potentially the second coming of Christ or something. I'm in the middle of work, so whenever I get a free moment, you can kind of fill me in, SE, and then I'll give you my my wheeler. I'm in the middle of work, so whenever I get a free moment, you can kind of fill me in, SE, and then I'll give you my my wheelerized opinion.
Yeah, good stuff, bro. So I posted a picture of what the rings look like. If anybody's interested, you up? That's what it looks like. What do you think? What are these rings? It's called the Newtonian rings. They did an experiment that they say proves the ether. So they did a Michelson-Morley, but instead of horizontal, they did it vertically.
By the way, I was totally right about it being rainbows. Look at that thing. It's just a rainbow, but two of them connected. Like a rainbow is just half of an entire circle.
Crazy how the way it looks.
Yeah, like here, I'll post a picture from the video.
Oh, I saved a picture of that pattern recently.
You just cut that in half. That's a rainbow, right? And you just take one of
Very
them.
close to it, yeah. You know they say a rainbow is a circle, right? It continues underground.
That's
So I
what I'm
just see an arc.
Oh wow,
I don't
you
know how
just
true
posted
that
the
is, though.
same picture. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it's the exact same picture,
Yeah. We probably did it at the same time. Okay.
So that's what you call a Newtonian ring. Yeah, what gate? Posted as well, yeah.
So question, did that prove moving Earth up?